Hi, saying that it's given to us to draw this pinch fit cap, and as you can see, what we have to do first, we have to know what is our dimension. So our dimensions are in millimeters. So you can come back here and then you say new sketch, metric, standard millimeter, and then you go create. So once you here, you can start first by drawing your lines for guidance. So that is my first line, okay, which is vertical one, and now I'm gonna come for my horizontal line. So there is my horizontal line, okay, and I need to make sure that my horizontal line is perpendicular to my vertical line, and I need to drag it back there. So once I have those ones, I'm gonna now start with the circle. So I need my first circle, now my second circle. This is my second circle. So here I come with dimensions. That one need to be 80 millimeters, so that need to be 80. And the second one there need to be 55 millimeters, so that one need to be 55 millimeters. So once I have this one, I'm gonna come for the rectangle. So I need my first rectangle there, right? I need my second rectangle here. Okay, there is my second rectangle. So I need to make sure about the dimensions of my rectangle. That one day needs to be 65 millimeters. So that need to be 65 millimeters. And from here up to the, that one need to be 32 enough. That need to be 32 enough. So 32.5. Okay. 32.5, and this one here from the up to the, that one need to be one enough. One enough. So that's one need to be one enough, and this whole thing here need to be 3 millimeters. That need to be 3 millimeters. So I need to drag this line back there. Thank you. So once I have that one in place, I need to make sure about the dimension. This dimension from the up to the, that one they need to be 55. Oh, that was close, right? That was really close. That need to be 55 millimeters. And again, I need to drag this line back. Come on, back here. Okay. So once I have those ones, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to trim. So I'm gonna trim this part here. I'm gonna trim, I'm gonna delete this part, and I'm gonna trim this one as well. I'm gonna trim there, trim here, cancel. So I'm gonna just have to delete it. So I'm gonna delete that one there. I'm gonna delete this one as well, and I'm gonna trim this and that. Then I come here, trim that part, I trim that part. So anything that I don't want, I'm gonna have to trim it. So I trim there, I come there as well. I trim that one, I trim this one, I trim that one. Alright. So knowing that everything is fine now, so that's one I don't need. Knowing that everything is fine now, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna have to go in 3D model. What is that? I'm gonna have to go in 3D model and extrude my sketch. So now I say extrude, I come here, and then I say, as per my drawing, it needs to be extruded closer to me by 55 millimeters and far from me by 20 millimeters. So that is correct. So I come back there, I say sketch visibility on. Once I put the visibility on, I now need to extrude. So I want to extrude that spot there and the spot here now by 25 millimeters, and that seems to go both sides of the center line. Okay, which is great. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to change my drawing plane. So I go for XY drawing plane, then I come here, I want it to go by 0 there. I say okay, then I come here, I say new sketch, and I come here, I say again slice graphic. So once I say slice graphic, I come to side here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start with a rectangle. I think that's gonna be easier. So I'm gonna draw a rectangle. Okay, so there is my rectangle, right? And after that, I'm gonna come with this line. Come on, with this line. So there is my line, and I need to make sure now as said by my sketch. So from V up to V, that one needs to be 45 degrees. So that needs to be 45 degrees. Okay. And again, I need to make sure that this line is there. That one needs to be 45 degrees. That's one need to come there. Alright. So I come and I trim this part here. I trim these parts. Now I need to make sure this one there, from there up to there, that one there need to be 40 millimeters. So that needs to be 40. So 40. Thank you. So once I have that one in place, I can come and bring this one back there, and this one as well, and thus back here. Okay, this one back there, come on, and this one back here. Okay, so now I can come with this other line. So this is my line. It starts from there. Come on, it starts from here and then goes there, and yeah. So once I have that one in place, I can now delete this one. So I can delete that one. I can delete this one here. I can delete this one as well, and I can trim this part here. I can trim that part. Cancel. So I was saying I can trim that part there. I can trim this part. I can trim that part as well. Okay. So now I can go on 3D model. I say extrude. So now I want to extrude this part here. I want to extrude that part. Okay. So I want to extrude, let's say by 100. This is fine. Both sides. Let's make it 200. That's safer for us. 200. Then I want to cut it. So I say, okay. So look how our drawing looks like now. So then I come here, and I need to have my circle. So I'll say, I come here and say new sketch. So from there, I start with the circle. So that's why I need to start from there. That's my first circle, and that is my second circle. And according to the sketch, that's one they need to be 8 millimeter, 8 millimeter. And this other one need to be 12 millimeter. That's one need to be 12 millimeter. That's 12, nah, bam, bam, 12 millimeter. So once that is done, what I'm gonna do is I go 3D model, I say extrude. So I need now to extrude this part here. I need to extrude that part. 200 is fine. Passing through. Okay, like that. I say okay. Then I come here, visibility on, visibility on. I need to extrude this part here. So I need to cut. I need to have a step there of 8 millimeters. So 8 cut inside. I say okay. So yeah, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna have to put the visibility off. So that's one need to be off. This one here need to be off. The plane need to be off, and that is great. So now I come this side. So I say that part there, and this part here need to have a chamfer, not a chamfer, need to have a fillet of 12.5. That part, no, sorry, that is not a part. So this part here, so it's this part as well as that part, this part here as well as that part need to have a fillet of 12.5. That's great. And this one here, that one as well as this one here need to have a fillet of 12 millimeters. So great. So now you can see this is how it looks like. So I come now to the side. So I need to have a fillet that there as well as there, and at the back as well. So this side as well as that side, a fillet of 2 millimeters. So 2 millimeter. That's great. So once I have that one, I think our drawing is finished. So you can see how beautiful your drawing looks like. So the next thing that you can do is maybe to change the material. You can put it the material that you want. Okay, so I can go for carbon steel. What is carbon steel? Come on, carbon steel. Carbon steel. That's great. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. From now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself and see you on the next video. So bye. Take care. Saying that we have to draw this drawing in front of us. So knowing that the dimensions are in millimeters, so we have to go there. We say metric, standard, millimeter, and we say create. Don't worry about this message. So here is how you're gonna do this drawing. So you go there, you say circle. Alright, so this is the easy approach that I've found. So you're gonna go with the first circle, we go with the second one, alright, third one, fourth one, I think up to fifth one. So that one there will be 160 millimeters, so 160. Right, then the second one will be 60, so 60 millimeter. The third one will be 40 millimeters, so 40. Okay, the fourth one will be 25 millimeters. Right, I think I only need a fourth circle. So I'm gonna come here and say this one delete. So now we're good. What we're gonna do now, I'll go for this line here, which is just the line for guidance. There you go. And I'm gonna go for another circle. Right. So that one they need to be 15 millimeters. Right. So as you can see, that's one over there. Right. 15 millimeters. So once we here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for our line. So there is my first one, okay, and there is my second one. I need to make sure that this line here is tangent to this circle. That one need to be tangent to that circle. Right, so the next thing that I'm gonna make sure about is the angle. So from there up to there, that angle they need to be 30 degrees. Okay, 30. And I need to make sure now that from there up to there, that one need to be 15 degrees. So 15. Great. Alright. Remember now I needed this circle as well. So there is my other circle. Remember, we need this part here. We need that part. Can you see what I'm talking about? That part over there. So we come back here. So this one here, this circle need to be 1, 1, 3, 6. Right, that is the diameter. So once we have those in place, what I'm gonna do now to avoid any confusion, I'll come here and delete that. Okay, you press on it, you say delete, come there again, I delete that one, I delete this one, and then I need to make sure that from there up to there, that one needs to be 45 millimeters. Okay, great. And then I don't need that one as well, so I delete that one. Then I go there, punch trim. So I trim this part here. Okay, I trim that part over there, I trim that one, I trim this one. So once I finish with trimming, I'm gonna go into the model, I say extrude. Now I need to extrude that part. So that part they need to be extruded by 13 millimeters, and it need to go the other way, the other side of my drawing plane. So I'm gonna punch, instead of punching that one, I'll punch this one here. Great. Then I say okay. Then I'll come here sketch, visibility on, right? Then I can see my drawing again on my sketch again. I go on 3D model, right? I punch extrude. Now I want to extrude this portion this other way, plus that one as well. So this one need to go 12 millimeter. Okay, 12 millimeter. I'm happy with it. I say okay. Then I come again. I say extrude. I need to extrude that part there by what? 36 millimeter. Okay. So now I need to make it visible like that. Then I say okay. Right? Can you see that? There's your frame, right? So the next thing that I want this part over here. I want these cards. Do you see that? Can you see that? Can you see it? So I come back here. I say sketch first. I say new sketch. Alright. I choose a rectangle. Then I go like this. Great. Now I want this one here to be 20 millimeters, so 20. That was close. And from there up to there, come on, to 0 again. From there up to there, that one need to be 10 millimeters. So 10 millimeters, I say okay. Alright. Then I go on 3D model again. I punch extrude. Then I want this one here to go inside now, not by 36 millimeter but by 8 millimeters. Then I say okay. Now I'm satisfied with the results. So what I want to remove now is the visibility of my sketch. I will say visibility off. Visibility off. Then I have my drawing. So the next thing that you want now is to choose the material. I think for this one you can go with stainless steel, right? Stainless steel. With stainless steel here. There you go. So please, if it's your first time to be here, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself and see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say that we have to create this drawing in front of us. Okay, Knowing that our dimensions are in millimeters, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go new there, and then we go metric, standard, we go create. So you don't have to worry about this one. So once we are on our drawing board, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sketch there, then we're gonna choose a rectangle. I always prefer starting my drawing with rectangles. So there we go. Then there is my rectangle. I'm gonna start there. Okay. Then this one here need to be 60 millimeters, so 60 millimeters, right? And then I'm gonna come for this one here. So this one need to be 30, so 30 millimeters, right? So that one is 30 millimeters. So this one from there up to there. Okay, let me punch that one. So that's one up to there need to be 30, so 30, right? Yeah, then I'm gonna go for the spot here. You see this spot there, the one inside. Okay, let me show you properly. That's one. So I'm gonna come here and draw this. Okay, once I draw that one, I'm gonna give it dimensions. So this one here need to be 30, so 30, right? Great. And that one they need to be 10 millimeters, so 10, which means from there up to there, that one needs to be 10 as well, right? Because this needs to be centered, 10 as well. And from here up to there, that one needs to be 15, right? So 15. So once that is done, I'm gonna go for this upper part. Okay, talk about this upper part, those two, right? So I'll come here, I'll draw my first leg, I can call it leg, then I'll draw my second one. Okay, then I'll come for this small part here, right? The one that we're seeing here, that one. Okay, so I need to make sure that this one here is 30, so 30. Okay, and that one need to be 10 millimeters for the thickness, so 10 millimeters. And there as well, I need to have 10 millimeters, right? Now I need to make sure that the distance between this one and that one is 20 millimeters, so 20. Okay, which means from there up to here that need to be 10, so 10. Great. So I come down here, I need to make sure that's one up to there makes 15, so 15. Okay, and again from there to there need to be half of 15, which is 7.5, so 7.5. Great. So once I have my frame, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and trim there and trim this part. So I don't want that part, right? I don't want this part either. Okay, so once I have that done, I'm gonna go in 3D model. I say extrude. So I'm going to extrude this whole part. That's one plus that need to go to 70 millimeters, so 70. Great. Okay, I have that one done. So I have it done. So I'm gonna come here now to draw this part. So I need to have this. Okay, so I'll come here, I click on it, I'll say new sketch. Right, so now here is my new sketch, right? So there you go. So I'm gonna give this one here, I can make it 25, does not matter, so 25. At the same time, I need to make sure that from there up to there, that one needs to be 15, so 15. Great, 15. And this whole part here need to be 20, so 20. Great. And again, I need to make sure that this one is centered. As you can see here, it's centered, right? Can you see that? Centered. So I'll come here, I'll say from there up to here, this one needs to be 25. Okay, so 25. Then enter. Then it's at the center, right? Now I'll go on 3D model. I say extrude. Again, I'll punch there, and I say I want to cut it. So I'm gonna cut it, and I will say 120. I wanna make sure that I cover the whole length of my drawing. Now I will make sure that this one goes both sides of my drawing. So I will come there, say both sides. There we go. Right. So there is your drawing. You know, it looks beautiful, right? So what you want to do next now is to give the material. So you might go for whatever material that pleases you, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna go for gold. I enjoy gold. I like gold though. I mean, it is what it is. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself and see you on the next video. So please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and take care. Bye. Today you're gonna have to draw this shifter fork that you are seeing in front of you. Alright, our dimensions are in inches, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on new there, gonna come English standard inches and gonna go create. So don't worry about this message anyway. I mean, I've been going through it a lot. Then I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna start with some lines for guidance. I'm gonna choose a drawing plane that is YZ. So once I'm in here, I'm gonna put that one there. So this is my drawing plane, I mean my line for guidance. So I want this one here to be let's say 20 inches. Okay, don't worry about those dimensions though, but they're gonna help me a lot anyway. And then I'm gonna go for the other line. Okay, that is my line. The next thing that I want, or I need this line here to be 45 degrees above this horizontal line. So that needs to be 45 degrees. Okay, so once I have that in place, I'm gonna go for circles. So that's my first one. This is my second, that's my third. Okay, and then I'm gonna come on this side as well. 1 and 2. So I want from the, okay, from here up to here to be, as per my sketch, 6.5 inches. Okay, and again I want this one here to be 2 inches. That need to be 2 inches, and this one need to be 1 inch. Okay, this side as well, so that one need to be 1 inch. Okay, the following one need to be 1.5 inches, and the third one need to be 3.5 inches, right? So after this, I'm gonna go for these lines here. So that is my first line, and this is my second line. Okay, and now I want this line to be tangent to that one. This line need to be tangent to that one. That need to be tangent to that one, and those need to be tangent to that one. Okay, once I'm satisfied with that, then I'm gonna come here and choose a rectangle. So that rectangle will be fine for me. So the rectangle need to go from the up to here. Okay, there is my rectangle, and I want now this rectangle to be from there up to there to be 1 inch. Okay, that is 1 inch. Okay, it's fine there. That is 1 inch, and I want now from there up to here to be, I can give it 3.8 inches. Okay, as long as it's about this, the circle there with 3 inches. That's all I want. Then I go for trim to remove all the parts that I don't need or I don't want on my sketch. So I'm gonna remove that part. So I'm gonna remove this one here. I'm gonna remove that one. I'm gonna remove that one. I'm gonna remove this one. Okay. So once I'm done with those, then I'm gonna go for the 3D model. I think that's it. That's it. I'm gonna go for a 3D model. I'm gonna go with revolve. So here I want to revolve this part, okay, against this axis. All right, so then I say okay, then I come again, I go and revolve there. I save sketch visibility on. So once the visibility is on, I need to give dimensions like you can see there. So I'll come back here again, I go on 3D model, I say extrude. So I'm going to extrude this part here, okay, according to my sketch by 4. It's 4 point what? 4.5. So that needs to be 4.5, but both sides, like that, both sides of that line. Then I say okay. So once I have that one, I'm gonna come here again. I say extrude again. I'm gonna extrude this part inside here. If you see properly here, you can see that there's a there's a step there, that step that you're seeing there. Then I'm gonna make sure that I have it this side as well. So I'll come here, then that is fine with me, but this side is the one that I need to work on. So there, come on. So that's one need to be 1.65. Okay, that's it. Yeah, 65, that's all I needed. Then I say okay, like that. All right, the next step that I need now, I'm gonna come up here. Check here, I'm gonna come there. I click on it, I say new sketch. So once I'm here, I'll come with a rectangle. Okay, I need a rectangle. So there is my rectangle. Then I want this rectangle to come like this. So there is my rectangle. All right, and this one here, I need it to be, to avoid confusion, that need to be 2 inches. And since 2 inches from there up to there, that need to be 1 inch. Great. Okay, I think something moved there, but it's not a big issue, So that is fine with me. And then I'll then come here and draw this rectangle. So as per this rectangle, that's one they need to be 1 inch. Okay, that need to be 1 inch, and from there up to there it needs to be 0.5 inch. Okay, once I'm satisfied with that, I'm gonna come here and trim the spot here. That and that, this and that. I can just, you know, delete that one. Then I'm gonna go for a 3D model. I say extrude. I want to cut the spot here and that spot there, so it can go down. It can go down. I want to cut it by what? According to my sketch, by 0.75. Okay, 0.75. No, I made a mistake. That's into 0.7. Need to be 1.5. Okay, sorry, 1.5. All right. Then I say okay. So that is done. That is done there. Okay. The next thing that I need to have this spot here. So I'm gonna come back here. No. So this need to be done on which plane? So y is xz. Sorry. I'm gonna click on xz there. Then I go on plane there. You know, I try to punch it, but I want it to be by at 0, so 0.0. So it need to go back there. I say okay. Then I come there by the corner. I say new sketch. Once it gives me that, I come by the corner again. I say slash graphic. Slash graphic. Once I have that one there, then I'm gonna start with this. So I'm gonna draw this rectangle here. Does not matter how far it can go, but this one here needs to be 2.25. okay, so sorry for that. So 2.25, which means 2.25. So which means sorry for that, from there up to there, that need to be 1.25. Was it? Is it 1.25 or 1.75? Yeah, 1.75. That's the correct answer. So 1.75, and now according to my drawing, from that spot to there, that need to be 2.5. So that need to be 2.5. Okay, that need to be 2.5. Okay, and I'm gonna go and do this. I go there, then I come here. So that's great. I go for escape, and then I trim this spot here. So I trim that spot. So I'm done with that. Then I'm gonna say 3D model, extrude. So I need to extrude this part here. There we go. Check here, like that. So I'm gonna go cut it. So I can go as far as I want. I can go with 6 inches, but need to go, you know, not only one side but this side as well. So I'm gonna go there. So I'm gonna say up and down. Then I say okay. So once that is done, you can see now how my drawing looks like. Okay. So now I need to come here. I can come here and say new sketch. So once I'm there, I'm gonna go for the circle, and the circle here need to be 1 inch, right? Yeah, the circle need to be 1 inch. Sorry, the diameter need to be 1 inch. So that need to be 1 inch, right? And from there up to there, that need to be 0.75. all right. Then I go on 3D model, I say extrude. I'm gonna cut that spot there. 6 inches is fine for me, so both sides like that. Then I say okay. All right, then I'll come here to make my drawing looks beautiful. I'm gonna say visibility removed, and then I want to remove that plane, that drawing plane. Then I'll go here and I say visibility off. Okay, so once that is done, I'm gonna have to kill the corners. Okay, so first I'll start here. I'll click there and then I click on the fillet. So that one is fine for me, 0.125 inches. I'll say apply. Okay, it's applied there already. Then I'll select that one. I'll press Control, select spot. Okay, I'll try to turn my drawing, select that spot, select this spot as well, turn it again, select that spot, select that spot, select this spot, and then turn it, select this spot here. Then I click on the fillet, then 0.125, fine with me. Great. So now check out how your drawing looks like, right? So everything is there, all the parts. So the next thing that I want now is to give the material, just the same. Just the same. You just made your shifter fork, right? So now let's give it the material. So this one here, I'm a fan of gold, so I think I'm gonna go with gold. Where's gold here? You can go with stainless steel. Let's go for stainless steel. Where's stainless steel here? Steel, stainless steel. Yeah, that's beautiful though. That's also fine, but let's give it, something expensive. Where's gold? So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So please, if it's your first time to be on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. I don't want you to miss what's gonna happen in the next video. And please, you can join our membership, so that you can be a member to our channel. And don't forget to punch the bell for notification, right? So see you on the next video. Bye. Take care. Hi. How about today we draw this mechanical part that we see in front of us? So actually, without wasting any time, what you're seeing here is a part of a piston. What we're gonna do is we're gonna conceive it together, and we need to make sure that the dimensions are in millimeters, and this material is aluminum. So you're gonna do it as it suits you, but you need to make sure about the major parts. So here we're gonna first start by drawing a rectangle. So this is our rectangle, all right? And then we need to know what is our drawing plane, and in this case it's XY. So after that, I'm gonna give dimensions. So I need this part to have a dimension of 86 millimeters. So that is 86 millimeters. And the next thing that I want is the size or the diameter of my piston. So that's what I need to be, let's say 98 millimeters. Great, 98 millimeters. So I can now draw this line here, which is for guidance. So that's one they need to be at the center of my drawing. So that need to be 49 millimeters. So 49 millimeters. I'm gonna put that line back there, right? So we go saving this together. So we are in this together. So now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna draw this line. So there is my line, right? And I need to make sure now that is from the to the, that one need to be 45 millimeters. So that's one need to be 45 millimeters to make a diameter of 90. All right, and from the to the, that one need to be 3 millimeters. So that is 3 millimeters. All right, and I need to draw that part. So that part from the to the is crossing through. That one need to be 42 millimeters. So 42 millimeters. So that is done. So now I'm gonna have to draw my line. So this is my line. That is my line. All right, and this line of mine from the to the needs to be 20 millimeters. So that need to be 20 millimeters. Thank you. And now what I'm gonna do next is I need to draw now this line. Okay. And this line here, now I need to make it longer. So there's my line. So this line of mine from the to the, let me just trim it. I'm going to trim that part. So now from the to the, that one need to be 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Great. And this need to be parallel to that. Great. It is parallel. And now from the to the, that one need to be 100 degrees. 100 degrees. Thank you. And I need now to join this part. So I need to join that part. Okay, great. It is joined. So I need to trim that part. I need to trim this part. I need to trim this part as well. I need to trim that as well. So what I need now, you can see, so this angle there is 80 degrees and this one is 100 degrees. So now I need to make sure about the dimension of that. So this one needs to be 34 millimeters. 34 millimeters. So that is done. All right. Now I'm gonna draw this line of mine. So there is my line. And now I need to make sure that from the to the, that need to be 65 millimeters. So that need to be, what did I say? Give me a moment. Yeah. From the to the, that need to be 65 millimeters. So that need to be 65 millimeter. Thank you. And then I have to make this line here. That is the line that you're seeing there. Come on. That's the line that you're seeing there. The axis of the hole. Right. And now from there to here, that one need to be 35 millimeters. So that needs to be 35 millimeters. So that needs to be 35 millimeters. So that is done. Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have to draw another line here. So there is my line. Okay. And now from this line to there, that one they need to be 39 millimeters. So that one needs to be 39 millimeters. Thank you. Once that is done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this part. I'm gonna trim that part. And after trimming that part, I need to make sure now that I draw just a line there. This line is for guidance, and I want from there to that line to be 8 millimeters. So that is 8 millimeters. Then this is the major part that need to go. Come on. That need to pass to the right. Done. That's touching the okay, that's touching there. And then you know to trim this part, that spot, that spot, and this spot as well. Right. So once that is done, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have now to do this part. Okay, so there is my line, and I want first this one to be parallel to that. Thank you. I want from the to here to be 37 to be 37. So that is 37 first. And now from there to be 12, so that is 12. Great. Under ones now, we have a line here. How can I do this? So if I take from here to there, under ones now, from there I want to the spots. Okay, so I want from there to be 8 millimeters. So that's why I need to be 8 millimeters. I need to drag this one back there. Thank you. Come on. I need to drag this one back there. Thank you. So once that is done, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have to get this spot here. So first, I'm gonna draw a line. That is my line. That is my line, and I need to make sure that this line is 2 millimeters from the side. That needs to be 2 millimeters from the side, and I'm gonna have to draw this square. So then these are the ones for the grooves. These are the ones for the grooves. You can see here I'm having the grooves there. Okay, so I need to have those grooves there, and from there to there, that needs to be 2 millimeters. That is 2 millimeters. My second, my third, there we go. So from there to there I need to have 3 millimeters, which is 3 millimeters. From there to there I need to have 2 millimeters, so that is more than 2 millimeters. I need to have 2 millimeters, and then from here to there I need to have 3 millimeters, so that needs to be 3 millimeters, and then from here to there I need to have 3 millimeters as well, which is 3 millimeters. I don't want that line. I'm gonna delete it, and I'm gonna trim this part. I'm gonna trim dots, trim dots, trim that. All right, escape. I don't want you, sorry. So that is done. I'm gonna trim this part as well. So that is done. So I have the inside parts, so now I'm gonna delete that. That is deleted. I'm gonna trim 1, 2, 3, 4. Trim that one as well. I'm gonna delete this one. So now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go in 3D dimensions, 3D model. Then I'm gonna have to revolve that function. So I'm gonna revolve that function. Revolve against this axis. Okay. Thank you. So once I have that, all right, you can see what I have now. So the next thing that I'm gonna do now is to change the origin. So I'm gonna go on XY, which is great, right? XY. Then I'm gonna have come on. Then I'm gonna draw there. Okay. So 0. Okay. New sketch. Great. I'm gonna slice it. Slice graphic. And then in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw my hole. So you can see I need this hole here. Alright. So I come here, and then I draw that spot. Then I'm gonna draw my hole. So there is my hole. And I need to make sure that my hole is from the to the is 35 millimeters. So that needs to be 35 millimeters. 35 millimeters from the bottom. And it needs to have a diameter of 23 millimeters. So that needs to be 23 millimeters. So once that is done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to delete that one. I don't need that. I don't need that. Finish sketch. The next thing is I'm gonna have to make a holding. So I need to have a holding. So passing through, that's where I need to go. Let's see 120 millimeters. So like that. Thank you. So the next thing that I need now is the top parts. You can see these top parts. I need to have those. So I come here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to change the plane. So XZ plane. So XZ plane. When I come there, so I want it to go up by 86 millimeters. So 86 millimeter. Thank you. Then I'm gonna have to draw on it. So new sketch. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to have this line. So my first line, my second line. So I want this line to pass through to the center, and I want this lines, that one to be perpendicular to that one. Right. The reason being, let me check. Okay, I got it right. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to draw the circle, and the circle need to be 60 degrees. So that need to be 60 degrees. That need to be 60 degrees. That need to be 60 degrees. Once that's 60 degrees, I'm gonna now have to draw those circles. So my first, my third, that's my third, yeah. That's my fourth. And I need to make sure that these ones are 30 millimeters each. So that needs to be 30 millimeters. This one needs to be the same, 30 millimeter. That need to be the same. Come on. 30 millimeter, that's going to be 30 millimeter, and this one as well need to be 30 millimeters. So as we're conceiving, so be patient. So 30 millimeters, that is done. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm gonna come here. I go on extrude. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4 to be cut by what? 4 millimeters. So 4 millimeters. So thank you. Great. That is so great. So then what I'm gonna need next is I need to have a fillet of 1 millimeter. So it put it 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. Then have a fillet here of 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter there as well. Come on. 1 millimeter there as well. A fillet of 1 millimeter here. 1 millimeter as well. So here is how your drawing looks like. So I'm gonna have now to remove the plane. So I'm gonna have to remove this one. Visibility removed. This one. Visibility removed. So the visibility is removed. So let me show you how it looks like. First of all, I'm gonna change the material. So let's put aluminium because this needs to be in aluminium. So that's why I'm gonna do the job perfectly better. So here you can see how your piston looks like. So it's well conceived. So what I'm gonna do next, if I want to show you how this one looks like in terms of if you have to cut it. So let's go what's drawing plane. That one, how does it look like? Okay. So if I say let's put it at 0. So I want to show you the inside. So now I come here, I say new sketch, check how the inside looks like. So this is how the inside looks like, right? So this is how the inside looks like. Okay, this is how the inside looks like. It is not beautiful. It's not beautiful. So if I want to cut using YZ, so check now how the inside looks like. It put it as 0, right? It put it as 0. So 0, great. And let me move it. New sketch. Slice graphic. So this looks just as this one would look. So this is how this one will look. Slice graphic. Again. So this is how this one looks like. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it even if you watch it a second time or fourth time, fifth time. So it's not a problem. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself, and I'm hoping to see you on the next video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe so that you know what's gonna miss what's gonna be happening in the next videos to come. Then I'm gonna say bye. Hey there. So saying that we have to create this pivot arm with dimensions in millimeters, right? So here is how it looks like. So these are the dimensions, as you can see, they're in millimeters. So let's come here and start the drawing. So the way to do it is you say new sketch, standard millimeter, and then you start from there. So in here you come up with the rectangles. So that's my first. And this one here need to have dimensions as indicated on the sketch. That one needs to be 1 0 0, and yeah, you need to have 5 5 5 5. Great. Again, you need to have the center line. There is my center line. There is my center line, and I have to make sure this one here is parallel to that one. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. So you need to make sure about that. So that's one they need to be 27 enough. 27 enough. That's great. That's great. So you come here, you draw the center line. There is my other line. Again, this one needs to be parallel to that. It is parallel now. And from D to D, that one needs to be 15 millimeters. That need to be 15 millimeters. So once we get that one there, so we come here for the other rectangle. So this one here, from V up to V, that one need to be 75. That need to be 75 millimeters. And here I need to have 85 millimeters. So 85 millimeters. And here I need to have 115. 115. Once I get this one here, I come for the center line. This is the center line. Again, I need to make sure that the center line is parallel to the sides of my rectangle, and this one from D to D need to be 42 enough. Need to be 42 enough. Once I get this one done, I need to come now for the hole. So I need to have a hole here. Okay, and this one need to be from D up to V. That need to be 30. 30. That's great. And from the up to the that's already done, and I can trim that part. I don't need that part as well. Yeah, I don't need those parts there. So now I have to come with the circles. That's my first, that's my second, that's my first, that's my second, and those ones here, this one need to be 7 0. Okay, this need to be 7 0, and thus come on, sorry, thus need to be equal to that. All right, and this one here need to be escape. need to be 150, 150. Great. As well as that one. Okay, 150. Once I have that one written there, so again, from there up to there, I need to have 5 millimeters there. That need to be 5 millimeter. Thank you. And now from the center up to there, that need to be 44.92. That need to be 44.92. I come here now. Now from here up to there, that one need to be 14.417. Thank you. Right. And now from there up to there, that need to be 8.04. That's great. So now I need to make sure about this. The dimension now from there up to there, that one need to be 185 as per our drawing. That's one need to be 185. Great. Okay. So once I have those ones in place, what I need to do now, I need now to draw this line here. I need to draw the circle here. So there is my circle. I need to have a circle here. Alright, there's it. And this one here need to be 12 millimeter for the diameter. That need to be 12 millimeter. And here from there up to there, that one need to be 60. Great. So once I have those ones in place, now I need to make sure about this. So I need to cut with this line. You know why. So I have that line there. So I come here and I trim that spot and this spot. Again, this one as well. So I need to cut it there. Alright. And I need to make sure first that this one is parallel to that. Thank you. And I need to cut there. So I don't need that. I don't need this one. Alright. So once I have those ones there, so I need to remove this spot here. I don't need the part. I don't need that part. I don't need the side. I don't need that side. I don't need that side. And here again, I don't need that side. I don't need the side. I don't need this one here. I don't need this one here. Alright. This one as well. So I need to remove first these dimensions. Sometimes dimension can cause confusion. Alright. So I need to trim that part. I need to trim this part. I need to trim that part. I need to trim this part as well. I need to trim that part. I need to trim that part. That as well. This one. And that one. Here. And there. Again, I need to delete that one. I need to delete that one. I come here. I need to delete the spot here. Then I have to trim that one. And that one. Right. Come on. Why not going? So let me go back. Let me delete this part here. Alright, sometimes that's why can give confusion, you see. No big deal, no big deal. We can still draw this part. Thank you. So I trim this part and that part. I trim that one and that one. So once we have this one done, once we have that one done, no, we need to remove it. So once we have that one done, I come here, I say 3D model. Then I say revolve. So I want now to revolve this part against this axis. And I say revolve. Thank you. Then I come here, I say visibility. So I come here, then I want to extrude this part. That's hole there. Where's the hole? This is the hole. I want to revolve. I want to extrude the hole. So by 50 millimeters, by 50 millimeters, this side. Thank you. So again, I say extrude. So I want to extrude this part against this axis. I say okay. Again, I say, oh, that was involved. I say extrude. I want to extrude this part against, no, that's to extrude it. So by 25 millimeters, by 25 millimeters to 5, both sides, like that. I say okay. So once that is done, you can see now, this is how my sample looks like. So now I have to cut the corner. So this one and that one need to have a fillet, okay, and this side and that one, they need to have a fillet of 6 millimeter radius, 6 millimeter radius as indicated on the drawing. That's 6 millimeter radius. Come again. And while we're waiting for this, and inside there we need to have a fillet of 2 millimeter radius. So here, that side and that side, again this side and the side, we need to have a fillet of 2 millimeter radius. That's great. So now we come here, so you see that we're getting there. This is a pivot arm. So we come here, that's one and this one and that's one and this one. Come on, move, and this one and this one need to have a radius of 12 millimeter, a fillet of 12 millimeter radius. And here this side as well, this one need to be applied, this side that need to be applied. So I come here, I say this and that, okay, that need to be applied as well. Thank you. So now I need to remove the visibility. So I come here, I say visibility removed. So now the visibility has been removed. So you can see this is how your drawing looks like as indicated on your sketch. Alright, so now I need to give the material. So let's say this need to be in stainless steel. Let's use stainless steel. Where's stainless steel? That is stainless steel. So you see how beautiful your material looks like. You can see how beautiful material looks like. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself and see you on the next video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, because I don't want you to miss what's gonna be happening in the next videos. But now I want to show you something, so I can go for silicon nitrate. I like it. Look at the way it looks like. This is your beautiful. So cheers, bye. Hey, let today draw this pressure plate that we see in front of us, and it is in cast iron, not gray cast iron. The sizes are in millimeters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go new thing. Okay, let's give it a moment. Okay, then from here we say metric standard millimeter, and then we go create. So once we are here on our drawing board, we gonna start with the circle. So that is my first circle. Okay, this is my second, and that is my third. And I want the dimension of my biggest circle to be 128 millimeters. All right, and my smallest one need to be 25 millimeters. So that's one they need to be 25 millimeters. Okay, and this middle one need to be 78. Okay, so once I have those one day, I'm gonna go for my hexagon. Since I need to have 6 circles there, okay, with same space between them, so I need to make sure that I get this done quickly. Okay, so once I have my hexagon there, then I'm gonna start by placing the circles. So that is my first one. Okay, so that is my first one. There are two. Those are my first ones. These are my second ones. Come on, these are my second ones. Okay, third ones, I come here, fourth ones, fifth ones, and this is my sixth ones. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is to give dimensions. So that one over there need to be 27 millimeters, so that need to be 27 millimeters. Okay, and this one here need to be 15 millimeters, so that need to be 15. Once I have those ones in place, I'm gonna go there. I press on equal, then I want this one to be equal to that one. Okay, I want that one to be equal to this one, I want this one to be equal to that, I want this one to be equal to this one, I want that one to be equal to this one, and the next thing is I want that one to be equal, come on, not you, escape, equal again. So I want this one here because, come on, my reference one is this one here, so I want this one here to be equal to that one, I want this one to be equal to this one here. So I want this one here to be equal to that, I want that one to be equal to this, and I want this to be equal to that. Okay, so once those are in place, I go escape. The next thing that I want now is to delete this portion. Okay, I don't need the hexagon anymore because it was just for guidance. Okay, it was just for guidance. So once I have everything in place, I don't need it. So then I'm gonna go for these are the circles. Okay, these are the circles. So that is my first one. Okay, and this is my second one. So now the dimension from the up to the, that one need to be 2.5 millimeters. So that needs to be 2.5 millimeters. Okay, and now from D to V, that one need to be 5 millimeters. Okay, 5 millimeters. Now I don't need this circle now because it was for my PCD to get the diameter of my circles. Okay, then I'm gonna go on trim. I wanna take this out. I need that one out, this one out, this one out, that one out, this one out. I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need one, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need this, I don't need this one, I don't need that one, I don't need this one, I don't need that one, I don't need this one, I don't need that one. Okay, so I have to remove this one here. Okay, I don't need this one, I don't need that one, I don't need this one, yeah, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need this, I don't need that. Yeah, the same thing. So I need to remove this one and that one, as well as, you know, those ones. So once done, I say okay, okay, I can say finish sketch or whatever. My sketch is there. So I go on 3D model, I say extrude now. So I want to extrude this part here. I'm gonna start by this part. I want to extrude this part here by 7 millimeters, as well as that one. They need to go together by 7 millimeters. So those ones they need to be extruded by 7 millimeters. Okay, so that's one in place. I say okay. And then the next thing that I want to come here and say sketch visibility on. I right click, then I say visibility on, then I turn my sketch, I come on extrude again. I need to get this part here out. That's one there, this one there, that one here, this one, that one, and that one. Those one here need to be extruded by 37 millimeters. So 37 millimeters, and I make sure that it is extruded by 37 millimeters. Okay, the way it is there. Then I say okay, and the next thing that I need now, I need these ones here to be taken out. Okay, this part here. So I come on extrude again. Okay, so I make sure that I'm selecting the right part. So I come here, I select that part over there. Okay, I select this part over there. Okay, I select that part. Okay, this one as well, right? I select that one, and then I come for this one. So once that is in place, once I've selected those ones, then I need to give them dimensions. So those ones need to be 25 millimeters. They need to be selected by 25 millimeters. So let's see, they need to be extruded by 25 millimeters. That's correct. So now I need to take this part out. I need to take this, sorry, this part needs to be taken out. Okay, so now I turn it, then I say extrude. Okay, then I select the part, which is this one here. Great. Then it needs to be extruded with 15 millimeters, so 15 millimeters. So I can either change it today utility, the same thing. So I select that one, man. I put 15mm in and I say okay. So now your drawing is done, but you need now to kill the corners. So I need to kill that one over there. So what I'm gonna do is I click on the corner. First, let me remove the visibility. So I come on visibility, I say visibility off, and then I select the corner. So my first corner, then I select all of them at once. So this one as well, let me turn it properly. So this one here, once that's one done, and then I come here, I select that part, that one, this one, that one, that one, this one, this one, that one, this one here, the one over V, this one, that one, this one here, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one. So I need to make sure that all the corners are killed. So this one here, that one, that one, this one, that one, that one, and what next? So this one and that one and that one and that one and that one. So the outside ones, those are the ones that I want to kill. So that one, and this one. Great. So now that all the corners are killed, all the outside corners are killed, so that's correct. And then I see, no, I need to kill it with 1mm radius, 1.5mm radius, like that. I say okay. So now give it a moment for you to operate. So that's correct. So now that everything is done, I need to choose the material. So this one here need to be in cast iron. So gray cast iron, I come there, and then I go for iron gray. So there is your pressure plate. Do you see how beautiful it looks? This is what we did. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourselves and see you on the next videos. Please, if you haven't subscribed, just click on the button that's easier and subscribe to the channel. For now, I'm gonna ask you to take care of yourself and then I say bye. See you. Hi, let's today draw this drawing that you see in front of you. So this one here, we've done it in the past, but I think today we're gonna use a new approach and the easier one. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna go new metric, standard millimeter, and we go create. Don't worry about that. So once we here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on sketch there, and then we use a rectangle. I think it's gonna go faster. Then we choose our drawing plane. Those one gonna be ZY. Once we have our drawing plane, there we're gonna start with our rectangle. Sorry for that. So we need to make sure this one here, okay, that's one they need to be 56. Okay, that needs to be 56, and this one here need to be 75. That need to be 75. So now I need to make sure that from the up to the that need to be half of 75, which is 37.5. Okay, great. So once we have those one in place, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to pull my rectangle a bit, this side there, because I need some space there for something that we're gonna discover in this drawing. So the next thing I need to do is to draw this line here. So this line here gonna help me with some guidance. Then what I'm gonna do next is I want to make sure this line here is parallel to that one. It will be parallel. It is parallel now. So then I'm gonna draw those circles. So that is my first circle. Okay, that is my first circle. And then come my second, come my third. Here again, almost there. First, second, and third. I come here again. So first, second, and third. So then what I need to make sure about is this dimension. So then from the up to the, come on, that one need to be 128. So I need that one to be 128. Okay, great. And again from the up to the, I need that one to be 130. So 130. I got it right. So don't worry about the way it looks there. We're gonna get it fine now. And then I need that one from the up to here. That one need to be half of 130, which is 65. 65. That's good now. So I need to give dimension. So this one here need to be 48, and then the second one need to be 36. So 36. The third one need to be 18. So that need to be 18. Come on. So that need to be 18. Great. And this one here need to be 90. 90. That one they need to be 70. Okay. 70. The following one now need to be 36. So 36. Great. So what am I gonna do now? So I need to make sure that this one here, this one, need to be equal to that big one. Okay, that small one need to be equal to that one. So you can see that this one I can't see properly which one is which, but I'm gonna try my chance. So it's gonna tell me anyway. I want this one to be equal to that one. I got it right. So that one need to be equal to that one. So once I have those in place, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for this line. So there's my line. So my first line. Then I'm gonna go for my second and my third line, different places. Okay. Now I need to make sure that this line here is tangent to that circle, right? So we are saying it is tangent, which is great. Okay. So this one here need to be tangent to this circle. I hope it is tangent as well. So that is tangent already. Thank you. And that line they need to be tangent to that circle. It is. Now this one need to be tangent to that circle. Okay, cool. So now that I have everything in place, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to trim everything that I don't need. So I'm gonna go and trim there. So I don't need that spot there. So I'm gonna trim that spot. I'm gonna trim this spot. I'm gonna trim that spot. I'm gonna trim that spot as well. Okay. So I come here again. I trim that spot. I trim this spot. I trim this spot. I trim that spot. I don't need it. Okay. Here again, I trim this spot. I trim that spot. I trim the spot because I don't need it. I trim that one. I trim that. I trim that. Alright. So once that is in place, what I'm gonna do is I don't need this line anymore. So this line was for guidance. I'm gonna have to delete it. Keyboard delete. So now I'm gonna go and 3D model. I need to give some dimensions to my drawing. So I'm gonna punch extrude. Okay. Come on, man. Don't be that crazy. So then I'm gonna go there and choose that one. That one need to be 16, right? So 6. Okay. 16. So I say, okay. Then I'm gonna come here. I need to see my drawing, so I need to see my sketch. So I go on visibility, I punch visibility. I go on 3D model again, I punch extrude. So I come here, I choose that one, I choose that one as well. Both of them need to go up by 19. Okay, can you see there? Where is it? Can you see that one there? Can you see here? So that needs to be 19. So I come back here. I say 19, 19, okay. I say okay. So I need to have this kind of a tower there. Okay. So that's one day need to go up by, come on, sorry, I punched wrong there. So extrude again. So that's one they need to go up by 119. So 119. 119. That's what I need to go up by 119. There you can see it. So I say okay. Again, I need this spot here to go up by what? 56. So 56. 56. Okay. So now check out at how your drawing looks like. So another thing that you need to do, you just need to make sure about the dimension from there to there. But anyway, you could have done it before, but we're gonna see how we're gonna deal with that one. So now I'm gonna have to draw something that is missing so far. So once something missing there, so I'm gonna put fillet here. So I'm gonna come here, I choose that one. I want a fillet of what? It needs to be 28, so 28 millimeters. So 28 millimeter. I say okay. That side as well, 28 millimeter. Yes, I go apply. Okay, so I go apply. So now there's something that I need that is missing there. So then I'm gonna have to choose my drawing plane. So I'm gonna go for, where is it? I say new drawing. Here I'm gonna go for my rectangle. So my rectangle needs to start, let's say, from there. Okay, from there and then up to there. All right, up to there. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw this line here. So this line needs to start from there. Okay, from there up to, let's say, up to there. And I want now this line here to be tangent to that. So it is tangent now. So then I'm gonna go for 3D model. I say extrude. Then I come the spot here. I choose that spot. I want it to go by 12 millimeters. So 12 millimeter. Let's see. Okay, 12 millimeter both sides of the plane. So that is great. Then I say okay. All right. So there is my drawing, and another thing that I need now, I need to make a new sketch here. That new sketch is for that hole that you see there. So I come here, let me bring it closer. I go with a circle, and then the circle need to be there. I need to make sure border size. So this one here need to be 28, sorry, so that needs to be 28 millimeter. Great. And from there up to there, that needs to be 28 as well. So that needs to be 28 as well. And from there up to there, that needs to be 28 as well. So that is 28. Great. So I go 3D model, extrude, I click on my circle, okay. Then let's say that I want it to go both sides, right? So that is bigger. So let's make it put a 100. You see, 100 both sides. 100 is too small. 900. Great, both sides. Then I say cut. You can see that for cutting. Yeah, okay. So there is my hole there. You can see there is a hole there. My sample. So again, I'm gonna come this side here, right? So this side here, I'm gonna choose my drawing plane. So what drawing plane stand there? Let's see. It's XZ, right? No, it's not XZ. No. So it's YZ. So I go there, I say new sketch YZ. Exactly. Then here comes my two circle. So my first one, my second one, and as per the drawing, so this one here need to be 48. So one need to be 48, okay, and the other one need to be 25. So that's one need to be 25. That's one is 25, and that circle there, I mean that center need to be 89 millimeter away from the bottom. Then I say okay. So once that one is placed, what you're gonna do now is you go into the model, you go extrude. So you want this one here to go inside it. Not like that though, but let's put the 100. You see 100? Okay. How's 100 doing? That is too much. We should have measured that though from the beginning, but it's not a big deal. So let's see what we have inside there. Now, so we're gonna put 70. Great. So 70 is inside there. Okay. Yeah, 70. And then we say okay. But then we want it to be shorter. This one is shorter. So now look at what we're gonna do. So we go on 3D model again. With 3D model, we go extrude. We come here. Oh, first we need to put the visibility on. So don't worry about that. So I'm gonna go here, visibility on, extrude now. So we come here. We're gonna cut that part by 20 millimeter. Okay, 20 millimeter. How's 20 looking? Looking good? No. 25. 25 millimeter. That looks great. Then we say okay, and again 3D model again. That circle they need to go through. Okay, so we go there. We cutting, let's say 80. So 80 this other way exactly. Okay, so then now you finish your drawing. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. You can even put it 88, does not matter. You go okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove the visibility. So you're gonna come here, come on, use a visibility off. First sketch again, visibility off. So yeah, so here's how your drawing looks like. Okay, you can see everything looks just okay. So now if you want to choose the material, what you're gonna do is you come here, generic, let's go for stainless steel. Okay, stainless steel. Stainless steel looks shiny. So it was a pleasure of mine sharing this video with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, and please join our membership so that you can be a member by paying some monthly fees so you can support what we're doing. So take care of yourself and see you on the next video. So touch the bell as well. Bye. Let's say that we have to draw this gear that we are seeing in front of us. Okay, so knowing that the dimensions are millimeters, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on new there, we go standard metric millimeter, and then we go create. Okay, Okay, don't worry about that. So in this video, you're gonna actually learn the basics on how to draw a gear. Okay, so first you're gonna have to choose your drawing plane, and you're gonna go with some circles. So for me, I'm gonna go with 4 circles. Okay, 4 circles. And the sizes of your circles will depend with your module. So depend how big or the size of your module, how big your module is. Okay, so that's one need to be 261, and this one need to be 300, so 300. This one here need to be 120. That one need to be 75. Okay, 75. Once I have those in place, I'm gonna come and draw my line for guidance. Once I have that one in place, I'm gonna come for this other line. So that one, which need to be 37 millimeters. So that need to be 37, just to make sure. So this one here, this need to be perpendicular to that one. Okay, it is perpendicular. And from the to there, that one need to be 18.5. Okay, 18.5. And I think again I need to draw these lines. I need to draw these lines. So I need 2 again, 2 more. I need 2 more, and this one need to be 22. Okay, I need to make sure that this one is parallel to this one. Come on, and that need to be 11. 1 1. Okay, now this need to be equal to that one. First, again I need to make sure it's at the center, so that need to be 18.5. so 37 divided by 2. Okay, so I need to drag back this line, and I need to drag this one up there. See, come on, up there. No, a little bit up. I need to touch the circle. Come on, I need to touch this circle. So there we go. Okay, once that's all in place, so I need this one to come back here. I need this one to touch this circle up there. All right, and this needs to come there. Now I want this one to be 48. Okay, that needs to be 48. Great. The next thing that I want to do now is to draw this arc. So my arc need to start from there, and I want it to touch there first, pass through this one here, and come down there. Alright, so the same thing applied this other side. Come on, this other side. So I come there again, touch that one, green, and come back here. Great, so I want it to touch there. Good. So once I have those in place, I'm gonna go for the circle. So there is my circle. Okay, I want this circle to be 11 millimeter. That needs to be 11 millimeter. So now I'm gonna drag it up until it's tangent to these 2 lines. So tangent there and tangent here. So I need to make sure anyway. So that needs to be tangent to that one, and this needs to be tangent to that one. Great. So again, I'm gonna draw another circle on the side. So there is my circle. I want the circle to be equal to that one. Now I'm gonna drag it until it's tangent like the other one. So tangent there and here. Great. Just to make sure again. So this needs to be tangent to that, and that needs to be tangent to that. Great. So once I have this in place, what I'm gonna do next is that tooth is done. I'm gonna come here and draw where the key will be placed. Okay, so there we go. and this one here need to be 14 millimeter. Okay, which means from there up to there it need to be 7 millimeter. That need to be 7 millimeter. And this one I can go up to what? Up to 15. Up to 15. And I want from there up to there to go, let's say 32. Then it goes higher. Okay. So once I have this in place, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all that I don't need. Okay. So I don't need this circle over there. I'm gonna delete it. Then so I come here. So I'm gonna trim this part here as well as that one. Then here I'm gonna trim that spot, that one. I'm gonna trim this part here. I'm gonna trim that spot. I don't need this one. I don't need that one. I don't need that. I don't need this one. I don't need that. I don't need this one. I don't need this. I don't need that. Come on, so I don't need this one here. And then here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have to delete it. Okay. Done. Here I'm gonna have to delete that spot. Done. So I'll go for trim again. So I don't need that spot. I don't need this spot here. I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay. So once I don't need that one as well, I'm gonna have to delete this spot. So once those are done, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go for 3D model. So I go on 3D model there. I say extrude. So I'm gonna have to extrude this all these spots by 50 millimeter. And I want it to go both sides. I say okay. And again, I go on 3D model. Sorry, I'm gonna have first to put the visit of my sketch on. Here, I'm gonna come and say extrude again. So I want to extrude this part here. Okay. I want to extrude this part by 90. So both sides, you see how it comes. So it comes like that. I say okay. So once that is done, you can see. Once that is done, I'm gonna go for the visibility and then say visibility off. So now I'm gonna come here and say circular. I punch on the circular. So I want to multiply this tooth. Okay, I want to multiply it. So I'm gonna punch on the tooth, then I go there, then I punch on my circle. So I want them to be 14. I want 14 teeth. Okay, then I say okay. So now after I say okay, look how my gear looks like now. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for the material. So I want this one to be steel alloy. You see how the drawing looks beautiful, right? So if it's your first time to come on this channel, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share if you can be kind. Subscribe so that you can be notified every time that we share something, and press the bell for notification so you can be notified as I said. Cool, so for now I'm going to ask you to take care of yourself and see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, today I given the task of drawing this dovetail guide that you are seeing in front of you. So we're gonna have to see the dimensions first, and this is the sketch. So you can maybe take a screenshot so it can be doing it together. So first we go on there and then go start at millimeter and go create. So here you can start with a rectangle. So let's say this is our rectangle that you are starting with, and let's say this is 100 millimeters for now. For now, 100 millimeters, and this one here, which is 35 millimeters. Okay, and now we have to come with this line. So there is my line. Okay, there is my line, and I need to make sure as per our sketch that need to be 45 degrees. That need to be 45 degrees. So once that is 45 degrees, now I'm gonna come here and trim the spots. Trim that spot. That's one. Come on, and delete this one. and trim this portion. Okay, so once I have that, I'm gonna make sure about the dimension. This one here needs to be 50 millimeters. This is what I wanted, 50 millimeters. Then I come here and then I trim this portion. I come there, I draw my circle. There is my circle, and I need to make sure that from there up to there that is 17 enough. And now from there to there that need to be 3.75. That is great. And once I have that in place, I come here and then I say extrude. I need to extrude this portion by 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters. Great. And after that, I come here, say new sketch. Then I draw another sketch here, but first I need to have these lines here, which are gonna help me a lot. So here is my second line, and now I need to make sure about the parallelism. So this one here needs to be parallel to that, and this one needs to be parallel to that. Once I have that, now the dimension. So from D to V, that one needs to be 25 millimeters to 5, and from D to V, that one needs to be 25 as well, 25. So yeah, I come now with an hexagon. So there is my hexagon. There we go. Great. Now from the up to the that one need to be 25 millimeters. So once I have that in place, I can now draw this. Okay. So I need to have this as well, this line there, and I need to make sure that this one is parallel to that one. Okay, so that need to be parallel to that. It is parallel, and now I need to make sure that this one here is 35. What did I say? 35.188. Great, 35.188. And then from D to V, that one need to be 7. So 7.406. Okay, after calculation. And now let me make sure that from B up to V, yeah, that is 17. Accept, that is fine. Oh, it's already there. So now what I do is I come with this line here. So there is my line there. Okay, and then now I need to make sure that this line of mine is 16 millimeters. 16 millimeter this side, and 16 millimeter this other side. 16 millimeter this other side. So now I have to have this line. So my first line and my second line. So once I have those in place, I come there, say extrude. So now I want to extrude this part. Okay, I want to extrude this part. They say by 100, but actually I'm cutting, so I want to go both sides. I cut both sides. Then I say okay. Then I come here. I say visibility on, visibility on. So I want to extrude this part as well. So I need to extrude this part here as given on the drawing. So it need to be extruded 20 to one side and 50 the other side. Yeah, well done. Say okay. So after that I come here, say new sketch again. Okay, new sketch again. I start, come on, let me have that one in place. That's one and this one. That will help me. Okay, so then I need to make sure that from D to Z that need to be 25. Great. Okay, and from D up to D, come on. Now from here up to A to D, that one need to be 25 as well. 25. Okay, so now I come with this other hexagon. So there we go. And this one here from D up to V need to be 20 millimeters. So 20. Great. Then I come with the circle, my first circle, my second. I start again my first circle there, my second,